Your creativity.
Get inspired with the Hobbymaker newsletter, your weekly dose of creative ideas straight to your inbox. And here's the best part. Sign up now and get £5 off your first order. Subscribing is a breeze. Go to the Hobbymaker website, find the sign-up box, enter your email, and you're in. So what's inside? Be first for new product alerts and special offers. Plus, find out what's on to plan your week ahead. Get your ideas, get your £5 off, and get creating. Subscribe to the newsletter at the Hobbymaker website.
Did you know that Hobbymaker is live every day from 1 p.m. to 9 p.m? Bringing you amazing guests, the best suppliers in the crafting world, live demonstrations and best of all, the most amazing deals on all your craft supplies. So whether you're streaming online or watching us on TV, you can tune in every day from 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. with Hobbymaker.
We believe in making your shopping experience as seamless as possible. That's why you'll only ever pay one postage and packaging fee. No matter how many times you order in a day. One day, one fee, unlimited potential.
Welcome back. Gosh, halfway through the show already. Goodness
I know.
me.
How do you do it? One show to the next, all that talking.
I know, yeah. Well, that's all we do, isn't it? Just talk and smile, I think. So, yeah, it was one of those things, I think, when we first obviously launched here, and we were so used to it because myself and Rosie, who had worked for other parts of the company, we do 4 5-hour shows everywhere. Whereas, obviously, for Dave and for Andy and Nigel,
they were
like, don't we come on for an hour, go off for an hour? We were like, oh, no. And now they love it because, obviously,
and now
you
they've
just
all
get
got
into
the driest mouths ever.
Lots of water, lots of cans of Coke under the table, and it's fine. Anyway, very, very exciting what we're about to bring here for you as well.
Different show, aren't we? We're going to do something different this time.
Lots of you have already spotted this on the website and are shopping ahead, so massive, massive well done. And we're going to be talking through it because this is lamination.
Yeah, so for those of you that don't know lamination's been around, 10 years, a decade, something like that. Basically, we introduced a 2-part system that made you look like an artist. So when you get your stamps, you have a solid portion that you add ink to, spray and stamp out, and then you add your outline, which makes you look like a pencil sketch artist or gold embossing or whatever it may be. And the results are just incredible. And the way that our lamination is a little bit different to most is we incorporate lots of white space so it looks like a natural finish.
Lovely.
And you don't have to line them up perfectly to get the results either, which is cool. So we have a whole bunch of laminations. So I'm going to show you all that. To be artists, we're out picking up a brush and create the most realistic watercolour cards.
Okay, amazing, perfect. The little things, have we got that?
Let's have a look. So I hope I've got everything you asked for. Right, okay.
That one is the best seller online in terms of pre-orders, so we'll come straight across to that while we've still got stock. We'll get the price straight in as well, because at $18.99, obviously you're all happy. it's going quite a bit lower, so £12.99 on these today as well. So don't worry if you already pre-ordered, everybody pays the same low price.
So with lamination, you'll always see the lamination logo on because it's obviously a concept. But these cards here look like they've been painted. They haven't. This is a two-part system, which is awesome. So in this particular set, you get 8 pieces. And where it's sort of like super solid is where you add the colour. But don't forget, guys, although it says add the colour on that part, you can add grey. You don't, if you want to do a monochromatic sepia, you don't have to do it. Now, here's some examples on the back here of what you can create, but the stamps are A5, okay, so you can see you've got a large stamp set. So this piece is the coloured heads to the flower of the green here, and here are the coloured heads to the flower part here. You get sentiments in all of them, find joy in the little things, love always, and you always get a different font typeface with our sentiments because we like to do bold, we like to do a mix of fonts as well. Make your day count. So this one is the little things, and this has got 2 designs in them, which is quite rare because this makes a smaller card. So if you are a little A2 kind of girl or just a bit smaller than 5 by 7
at the minute, them sort of sizes of cards, aren't
this
they?
one's going to be your go-to set. So this one's 8 pieces. So this is the little things.
Okay, amazing. So that one is there, so £12.99 for you to be able to get it. As we say, we are going to show you these concepts and how to do it, but we will just bring them all in first so that obviously you can choose the ones you want.
So next we have a little duckling.
He's so
Spring
cute.
Blossom. He's so stinking cute, guys, because
I love him.
if you do the solid portion, which is this part in the yellow, and then add the detail part in black or brown, this is the card you are going to create. It's so gorgeous, and if you pop a little bit of a blue wash around his little foot, it looks like he's jumping in a puddle.
And so the thing is, that's great for spring, but actually a new baby, for example, or a baby shower, there's so much you'd use this for.
So here he is in this solid form. So this is where you would ink it with yellow, spray with a bit of water. I'll show you the concept because it's so cool. Stamp it out, dry it, and then add the detail, and then you just get this most realistic watercolour image. So that's your birds. Now we do bring all types of designs in lamination. You'll see boats, you'll see whales, you'll see flowers. If you're thinking, do you know what, I have a lot of flowers already. Do the flowers actually look like you've picked up a brush? And is somebody going to ask you the question, guys, did you paint that?
And
that's
what you
the
want,
difference. That's where it sets you apart. So the next one I'm going to show you is sort of Love Grows, and this is that bluebell effect. And if you look at the image direct, you can see it has white space. So white space gives light and shade instantly. We didn't go to a class. We didn't have to understand how the system works. Just follow the 2-part stamp. So you've got your solid part, and then the outline, and then 2 lovely sentiments here, which are quite big focals on this one. So this one is Bloom Where You Are Planted and Love Grows here. I'd just like to show you them out of the packet because I know people like to see sizes.
Shows the size, doesn't it?
Then you can see here. So this is your solid portion with the colour. And then if you maybe added this on in your wow powder or a grey ink pad, it'll look like you've pencil sketched it. It really does look that cool. So this one is Love Grows. And as you've noticed with all of our packaging, you will get the QR code, which is
that's where you get all your inspiration, of course, when you go to that one as well.
And then the next one is Chance to Grow. I'm going to demo this one and the next one. So again, this has got 2 designs in here. What I love about this one is it's got lots of fine lines in. So when you do your wow powder, it really looks like a foiled card. It's so beautiful.
Amazing.
So 8 pieces in this one, and again you get 2 designs in this one because we've trying to give you different varied sizes so it doesn't put you in a box as a crafter. So that one's Chance to Grow, and then the last one is quite a big one, and this one is Celebrate, and I'll do this one as well because I love this one.
I love the design
so
of that, the openness of it.
So when I do this, you're going to be like, I don't know if she painted that or not. I'm not good, and I daren't ask her because it would look quite rude, but I'm telling you now, this is going to look like it's painted. So this one is Celebrate. So you can see the solid portion, and if you look at the solid portion, you can see it's got speckles in there to give the realism of the fluidity of watercolour when it's moving around wet in wet. And then you've got your detail, and then lots of lovely sentiments in there as well. So there's loads on website. Have a look.
Absolutely.
There's loads.
So they are all there for you today, down at that reduced price of £12.99. Remember, of course, there is that one-off postage and packaging fee we always do as well between midnight and midnight. So if you want them all, you're not paying any more with them as well. And we will have a look, of course, at this concept. But just before that, we'll just bring that watercolour card that we spoke about in the earlier show, didn't we, as well? Because it is here and available for you today as well.
Yeah, so this is Carter. We've been doing this for about 10 years as well. It's our go-to watercolour card. So if you are wanting to really look like you hand-painted, then obviously watercolour card is not going to give it away because it is watercolour card.
I mean, the texture on that's amazing as well.
She did paint that. It's on watercolour card. It's not a normal colour card.
It's very fancy.
So what's quite cool about this is it's a super thick one. It is 100% cotton content. But what's cool about this one is it's been ironed on the back, so it's super smooth.
It's really good, isn't it?
And it's got texture on the front, so it hasn't been ironed. So dependent upon how you want your image to look, do you want it to look really like artistic with a bit of grain in there, then you'll go for this one. And if you're wanting super smooth, then you can go for your super smooth.
Really good.
Watercolour card basically is full of cotton, which enables all of the ink to sit on the surface for far longer. So then what that does then is it enables you to push ink around, manipulate it, blend it if you want to, whereas we do say that it does work on normal coloured cardstocks, but because traditional cardstock is full of chalk, what it does is it drinks the ink super fast. And you can't move it around. And you're like, I'm trying to move, I'm trying to blend it. But the card's like, I'm having a drink. So it is better if you can use this, but if you're just starting out, maybe trying some white cardstock, see if you like the concept and how it works, and then progress into some watercolour card.
Discount on that as well today, so down to £9.99 for you to be able to get that A5 16 sheets of it, of that top quality watercolour cardstock.
Yes. So let's do a demo. So I have some of the watercolour card. I've not decided on what side I'm going to use, and I have a card blank and some mirror. So let's show you how the system works. So you're going to need some ink pads. Now you're going to need some ones that obviously dilute, dye-based, react with water. So those ones are going to be like your Tim Holtz and things like that. So you don't have to go out and specifically buy new ink pads. Most of what you'll have in your stash will work. So I'll do the smooth side, and let's do this one, the Celebrate. So when you get it out of the pack, you're going to use your solid portion first, and I'm going to create a nice pink and green flower. So this is where you would traditionally colour with your paintbrush, So let's, now you can put it off the page, the corner, wherever you want. Let's just stick it in the centre for now, just for example. And then pick the stamp up, and then I'm going to... So you have your minis and things like that, like your mini ink pads. So if you've got little minis, they work too. So I've got minis here, I've got I've got distress inks, just to show you, they all work. You don't have to have anything specific. So if we do orange, bit of purple, green, pink, go for it, guys. There are no rules, and I would say probably that the more that colour that you put on, the more real it's going to look. So I've got this pink... picked raspberry here, so I'm just going to look at the stamp here, and I'm just going to do pink on the head. That's not dark enough. I want it to really show for you all, so let me do my own. So let's do pink all over the head. Now, if you're thinking, well, pink's going to go into green, well, when you watercolour, wet in wet, it all bleeds anyway. So that's where it becomes real. It's not a mistake, it's where it becomes real. So pink on this head, pink here, so that's a bit of pink. Let's add a bit of orange. I've got a mini there, I could use that. So add a bit of orange, maybe to the centre side. And then we'll do a bit of green. And if you're thinking, I'm not sure where I'm adding all my colour here, Toni, I don't know if I'm colouring in a head or a flower or a leaf, look at the packet. We always put an example on the packaging
it's great you've got that inspiration there, as well as the QR code also.
So like that. And then let's just add a bit of depth of the green. I've got a mini here. So maybe add a bit of green on the edges of the petals, just because we can.
Of course.
So then, like so. So let's leave it at that. And then all I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a spray bottle, just an everyday spray bottle. This is just one I got from a local store, but any you want, and spray it. Can you see how it's like mockled there? And what will happen is, because I'm working on watercolour card, the ink is going to sit on here and form a puddle. So if I want to then push it, did you see that? If I push it around, whereas if you do it on like white cardstock, because it's full of chalk, guys, it'll just suck it, and you'll end up with maybe some lines from your ink pad and things like that. So we just push, 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 push. And what this is going to do is it's going to create our watercolour part. So I look like I've
literally
let's cut that bit. Let's pretend.
There I am.
Look at that. Woo! So then I'm just going to take my gun, blast it off. It's a bit lame, isn't it? She's looking at me as if saying, is there something wrong? So I'm just blasting that off. Now, Obviously, the more colours you add, the intenser the colour. So, dependent on what you want your card to look like. I'm trying to make mine look like I've actually painted it here, guys. Okay. So, you know, but do it a few times, all different colours. See what works for you. So, that is the coloured part in a nutshell.
Yeah,
so,
really easy.
And then we'll get our detail part. Now, what we'll do the detail part just in black, just to show you. That's good enough.
Perfect.
So then I'll just, sorry, can I just grab
Yeah, of course.
So then we'll just clean our stamp, put it back on its carrier sheet, guys, and then you're good to go for the next time.
Lovely.
So just get rid of this one.
Okay.
And although the lamination are beautiful just as a singular like laminations always looks great as well if you use it multiple times to create cute backgrounds and things like that. So that's what I'll do on my next demo.
Yeah, okay.
So then all I'm going to do is I'm going to line it up and I'm like, I don't really know, Toni, why is there nothing there? That's because when watercolour artists do their work, they don't put line detail on everything, okay? So I'm going to go about there. And if you're thinking, oh, I don't know, Toni, this doesn't look like it's lining up very well, you have an example on the front of your card, okay? So let's just get rid of that, clean the door, make sure my stamp sticks.
Yeah. Perfect.
And then a black ink pad.
Great.
Now, if you love one, you're going to love them all. That's all I'm saying to you, and that's why I reduced them.
Yes,
because I thought if people are going to get one or two, at least they're getting a little bit of a deal.
Yeah. And that's the thing, I think, once you see the concept, you see how easy it is, you know that you can create that with everything as well.
Yeah, and then when we add the detail,
amazing.
This is where sort of like people are going to be like, is that a stamp and she painted it, or did she sketch it, or what's going on there?
Oh, so good.
So there we are. So I look like I'm absolutely awesome right now, but we don't need to tell anybody that it were a stamp, okay? So then I'm just going to take a... I'm going to take You Are Wonderful. We could just pop this straight on a raised piece or not, but I just like to just add off to the side here.
Amazing, aren't they? I mean, if you created a few of these images, you could put 3 of them up, say, for example, on your wall, and
like
it's just...
it's
just sorted, isn't it?
With you saying that, you could absolutely do it like a note card set, all different colours.
Yes, you could.
Pop in the envelopes to coordinate with the handmade cards, and you could do your own little like note card set and things like that. But lamination is like what put Stamps by me on the map.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, well, I first took it to TV about 10 years ago, and it sold out, and I cried all the way home. And then I just knew I'd found, my being, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So there, and then obviously if you just pop it straight onto a lovely matte layer and then onto a lovely card, and then you have something that looks absolutely hand-painted.
But you've took minutes.
Yeah,
you know,
so
it's so
literally
quickly,
minutes. So
get
your ink pads out. You're not getting like your die machine out. You're not getting your stencils out, and it's not a lot of creativity. Just a few ink pads, some spray, and some cardstock.
Phenomenal. Now, it's very busy on the phone lines for these. So what I am going to do is I'm just going to go to a short break just to give you a few moments to not be watching the demos, not being lost in obviously what Toni's doing. It's just, you know, you see these bits come up all the time. So this is the time for you to be able to check out on those laminations, and then we'll be back to see even more inspiration.
Found something you love on Hobbymaker? Ordering is super simple. Order online at hobbymaker.com, quick, secure and open 24/7. Prefer your phone? Use the Hobbymaker app or call our friendly team on 0800 00 14433. And the best bit, everyone pays the final lowest price. Ordering made easy at Hobbymaker.
Did you know that Hobbymaker is live every day from 1 p.m. to 9 p.m? Bringing you amazing guests, the best suppliers in the crafting world, live demonstrations and best of all, the most amazing deals on all your craft supplies. So whether you're streaming online or watching us on TV, you can tune in every day from 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. with Hobbymaker.
We believe in making your shopping experience as seamless as possible. That's why you'll only ever pay one postage and packaging fee. No matter how many times you order in a day. One day, one fee, unlimited potential.
Well done to so many of you, of course, managing to get your hands on this. What a price as well, discounted down to £12.99. I can see most of you then adding the watercolour card on as well. That, of course, has gone down to under £10 today for you to be able to get it. The little things are still the most popular at the moment in terms of the lamination. This is where, of course, you are getting that lovely mix that we can see. We've still got so many of you with it in baskets as well. So if you want to get that one, we're approaching half the stock of that one now having been allocated as well. But let's come across to our next demo and have another look.
Let's do another little demo. Yep. This is what I was saying about nice background. So it's nice to have a focus on a card, but sometimes I want a bit more colour in the background. So this one is the Chance to Grow.
Okay, lovely.
And I love this one because of the lined detail in here. So we'll do the top one. So we'll take the solid portion, and what we'll do is we'll create a little cute background.
Okay, lovely.
So I have a square card here, and I have two pieces. I'm just going to sit one inside the other, like so, for now anyway. And we're going to create a background that goes all the way around. So we'll might change the colour up, or this is where a magnet would help, but mine's just off its trotted somewhere. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, they do. So I'm just going to pop the stamp there for now.
Okay.
And we will do it, let's do a different colour this time. So let's do some oranges. So again, if you're thinking, oh, I'm not sure where, Toni, I'm not sure where all of the colour is on all of these, I would probably just say, get your ink pad and go for it. If your leaves are orange, it looks like autumn. There's no rules really, guys. Don't put yourself under stress thinking, this has got to be perfect, because watercolouring is not perfect.
Absolutely.
So a bit of orange, we could do a bit of yellow. Let's put a bit of pink in here as well.
Lovely.
So I'm just, if you've only got big ink pads, that's okay too. Just angle your ink pad to its side like so. And then let's get a bit of green. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do this a few times around the page.
Okay, great,
So spray, and you can see it activates that ink instantly. So then when you push it down, now I'm doing it on normal cardstock here, guys.
Okay.
So I'm going to find that the card will drink the ink probably far quicker than the watercolour card. So you can see the leaf detail in there, so you can see where it's going to go. So I'm just going to turn this around best I can, keep it all in one place.
Perfect.
Just hold it there like so. You can tape it down if you want to. And then I'll just pop it on there, and then let's just see if it's going to go over that corner. That's right. So let's get another one. So let's make this one just orange.
Okay. Let's change it
of orange, so it just looks a bit different.
Yeah, of course.
And spray.
So when you see that, it's like, it's ready.
I think it's a hair thing, not actually a craft thing, but it's okay. It works for now. Like so. So it looks a bit messy, but just see the process through. So I'm just going to pick that up here, and we'll do one maybe down the side here.
Okay.
So I don't want it to be perfect. I'm creating a nice watercolour background. You could absolutely leave the outline for the background as well and make it look like it was intentionally just painted without a detailed background. So let's just do pink on this one. Green on the leaves. As you can see, I'm not being too precise. I know there's leaves here.
That's good.
Oh, a bit too much water there, Toni. Never mind. You can see all the water there, but it'll still work, guys. They just take a little bit longer to dry. Lift.
Okay. Oh, yes.
I like the puddle because that gives me the... And then just over this corner here, twist him round a little bit more. I might just pull him in a little bit so this flower comes more onto here. Let's just dry this off because I'm getting a puddle. This is what I love about lamination. Just literally, I'm just applying ink, having a spray. It's already looking like a bit of a masterpiece. Some might say a hot mess. I think it looks like artwork.
And I think as well, every time it's going to be different. So that's always going to be lovely that every person's, has that unique nature.
I'm just going to push him down so this flower comes more onto that corner.
Okay.
Like so. And then we will dry this off. And then we'll add the detail.
Oh, lovely.
Dry that off. Let's just mop up that little bit of a puddle where it's got a lot of water in there, else we'll be here all day trying to dry that.
Just waiting.
Perfect. So pick that up. Let's dry this.
40% of this one, the Chance to Grow, has gone as well. Do remember that all of the sets that we've got, which follow the same process, seen two of them obviously there, all on the website today, and discounts from £18.99 to £12.99 as well.
So it does dry a little bit different on normal
Yeah, it does,
cardstock, but
doesn't
you
it?
do get away with it.
Yeah,
So if
nice.
that's all you have, you will get away with it, guys.
Doesn't matter.
So already it looks really pretty. Make sure this is dry.
Yeah.
There we go. And now let's just add the detail.
Okay.
And then we'll build the card, and you can see how we can sort of like raise it and make it look awesome.
Yeah.
So let's just get rid of this solid portion here, and let's forget the detail.
Yeah.
Put the stamp back on the carrier. Make sure you look after it. I'll do a little chick as well for you. I've just been saying I'll do a little chick because everybody's excited
so
about the little
sweet,
chick.
isn't it? Absolutely.
So
Okay.
make sure it's lined up right. Is it that one? No. Is it that one? Oh, I'm not mixing it up.
Adam quite likes it.
Yeah, he's like,
oh,
mix
no,
it
I
up,
liked
mix it up.
it. Yeah.
So now we're going to take the detailed part so I can see that.
Yes, where it fits. Yeah.
So what's going to happen now is because I'm stamping on 2 levels, I am going to get a little bit of a miss, but this is a card technique I want to show you, and I want you all to try it at home as well. So just make sure your door's dry so your stamp does stick.
Yeah.
And then pick up the stamp.
Yep.
And then we'll stamp this one out. Now, do know that if your colour underneath isn't quite dry, it won't stamp very well, so you might have to repeat stamp. But if you're using a tool, you're good.
Yeah, you can go back in, can't you?
So hopefully this will pick up all of this nice detail.
Yeah.
Get right into that little crease. There we go.
Yeah.
And then let's line this one up here. Make sure your hands are nice and clean, guys.
Yeah. Nice. Ellie's ready to put it on tote bags. She's like, putting it onto everything. I'm like, yeah. They are just such good designs. I think that's the thing.
I think they're just so versatile.
Yeah.
Like these ones are smaller. The one that we just did was quite big.
Yes.
So let's keep going round.
It's nice to have that mix, though, isn't it?
It is. So I'm just gonna.
Oh yeah, definitely, Adam.
Is your nose big?
Adam just said, I just lie, and I just tell people I painted them. Like, go with it.
This particular stamp looks absolutely stunning in gold embossing.
Oh,
so
I bet, yeah.
if you're into your wow powders, give it a twirl.
Yeah.
And then the last one at the top.
Okay. Perfect. Lovely.
So we've got a lovely like. And then in the centre, I would like maybe one of the bigger stamps. So I'm going to open one of the others, which is, which one was it that had the big? This one's nice. This one's got some big show-stopping sentiments in here.
Where you can really
Here we
see
go, look.
that they cross over, can't you, as
Love.
well? Yeah.
Bloom where you are planted, that's nice. Let's do that. But this one is from the
Love
Love
Grows?
Grows. Yeah. So you get the like long, thin, snowdroppy effects, and then the lovely sentiment in there too. So I'm just going to take that out of there for now.
Okay.
Put this on here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's maybe just, don't want to lose my artwork, let's raise it up. No, let's just go centre. I think you all know what it says. We'll stamp this out.
Okay.
Rat-a-tat-tat.
Yep. Put it in.
Push, push, push.
Yep.
Let's just do that again. Make sure you get a nice black. Hopefully it won't double stamp on me, but we'll see. And then what will happen then is you can then take your lovely design. I've already cut some card here.
Yeah, it's nice on craft card as well.
I like craft card, do you?
Me too, yeah.
So then you can take your card blank and then pop your matten layer.
Okay.
Like so, and then your design.
Yep.
Make sure you do it the right way, like so. And then this piece goes onto its mat and layer here.
Yes, okay.
Make sure you do it the right way. Like so. And then you pop pads behind here and it raises, and your
Very
design,
nice. Yeah.
make sure you do it the right way, of course. Which way was it? Oh, it was this way.
Yeah.
And then all of the pattern connects beautifully.
But with that
giving
height and
you that height and dimension. Yeah, unfortunately, I haven't got any foam pads, but I think you'll get the idea. So look, as soon as I plant that in the centre there, how you're going to get a lovely colloquial image.
It's fantastic, and you can just see so different to the first way that you use the first
solid
stamp set. That
or
you
full
stamped out as well.
background.
Yeah. Let's just do you a quick reminder of all of these lamination stamps. So obviously the one that we've just used just there was Your Chance to Grow, where you've got those beautiful flowers, all of those lovely sentiments as well that you've got on that one. Then there is this one, which is Love Grows, that you can see here as well. So that's where you got that bloom where you are planted, but it does also have your Love Grows here, as well as those beautiful bluebells that we can see that can be created in this one as well. This is The Little Things. So this one been the most popular so far to be able to get this. It's where you are getting it for two different looks, different images, as you can see here as well, but still jam-packed with lots of other sentiments, matching that $12.99 price. First demo we did was with this one, which is Your Celebrate, where you get that real sort of openness, that artistic nature, that kind of sketched finish with it as well, at $12.99. And then the other one, which we will come back to a little bit later in the show, is that gorgeous chick. That is your Spring Blossom that we're seeing there. And again, lots of you coming through and taking advantage of this. I think we've just had a message come through from Trudy. Hello, Trudy. Hello, Toni, Sherilyn and team.
Hi.
Thank you, Toni, for such fabulous products. You are a genius and totally inspirational. I cannot remember ever buying a mystery bag or box of craft items. Oh, okay. I can't quite read it from there, just because that's
I may be disappointed knowing
the quality of products. I bought your 3 creative box bundle. Oh, this is one we were talking about that sold out. And wow, I am extremely impressed. I'm very happy with all of the items. You have been super generous. Thank you so much. Do you still have stock of the box and an envelope board? And could you bring it back, please?
I will bring it back. I've got some. I'll bring it back.
There you go. Thank you very much.
Just for you, Trudy.
Basically, the screen over there is only very small, and it's very far away, and it's very little. And I have a big screen over here, but I could only see part of it because then the rest of it was hidden by the other cameras. So I was like, I can't read that little tiny writing, even with my glasses on. But thank you. We love to hear from you. Obviously, it is live and interactive, so it's always fabulous to hear from you. And always ask when you want other things. And obviously, Tam, you can always look at bringing it back. We've got to deal with
I'd like
pads,
to say I'm the boss, but when it's trouble, I'm not the boss. I'm the cleaner.
Okay, yeah. I'll step back and leave that to someone else.
I'm the cook and the cleaner when somebody's in bother.
That's brilliant. So this is where we've got a deal on 8x8 paper pads.
It is. So Helen had these on Friday when she was on. They sold super well, and I thought, do you know what? There is still some stock of that left. Right. I'm going to take it and showcase them myself. Yeah. So in relation to what Trudy said there, for value, this is a great value option. So if you're brand new to Stamps by Me, you've not tried our papers before, this is blooming brilliant. Okay. So you're going to get all 7 paper pads, and they're true to Stamps by Me design. You have the sort of abstracted, bright.
Yes,
Smell them; they are absolutely beautiful. I think they're about $12.99, something like that, a pad, and you've got a lovely. Lovely collection. Now I am going
to... big saving, isn't there, on these? So no wonder so many people went for them. So they should be £90.99 for you to be able to get all of these. They're down to £35 for you to be able to get them today. So big saving. I mean, that's what, about £55 saving? Amazing.
£5 pad.
Takes it to a £5 a pad.
Yeah, 7 designs, 21 pages, 200 GSM. Wow. Now, this is shades of blue, so you've got the watercolour, as you can tell, Stamps by Me love watercolour, down into the sparkle effect here. Now, what's cool about the sparkle effect is, if it was real sparkle, you couldn't stamp onto it because sparkle's plastic. This is sort of like a faux on the eye, so you can stamp onto it. You can run it through your embossing folders. You can do all of the lovely techniques that you would want to normally do with traditional paper, but this time it has the effects on there. That's why they're called all surfaces, because they give you effects.
Yes, of course.
And then I'm opening them as we go.
Yeah, well, we want to have a look, don't we?
Yeah, so now we have, she's got to show you them all because they're just so blooming lovely. So we've got gilded gold here, great for Christmas, guys, but just great for luxurious cards. So those extra special cards, gold anniversaries or anything like that. So these are like the what is it, gold leaf, that's what I was
Yes,
looking
yeah,
for, the
yeah,
gold leaf effects that you would get. And it's, honestly, if you run this through an embossing folder and bring the image back with a white ink pad,
that would be incredible.
wow.
Yeah.
So they're gold. Then we have the metallic sparkles.
Okay.
So these are ones like, all that look, this is not glitter card, guys. Don't get confused. It's printed, it's a cheat. So it looks
like it, doesn't it?
It looks like sparkly card,
Oh,
but
wow,
it is
that's amazing.
absolutely not. So these are all like your metally tones.
Yes, yeah,
So your browns, your silvers, your coppers, your traditional yellow gold, and then your even more yellow gold as well. Oh,
That's your fourth one.
looks like I have double picked up the same one there.
We can show it.
And then we have next. It's like Christmas, isn't it?
It is like, oh, what's going to be this one?
So this is Daydream with the
Lovely.
faux acrylic cloud effect.
Yeah, that'd go nicely with the blue as well, wouldn't it? If you
Yeah,
wanted to matte in
integrate them if you wanted
Oh, that's
to.
gorgeous.
So you could do, if you've got hot air balloon stamps and things like that, you've got your backgrounds totally covered there.
And they all look
Absolutely
watercolour
gorgeous.
themselves as
And then
well.
we've got sequin shimmer. Keeps going, keeps going. So you do get 7 pads in total. I think I've only brought 6, but you will get the 7th.
7th as well.
So these are like your
they're
disco.
lovely as well.
Again, it's not real, it's faux. So you can stamp onto it, ink onto it, scrunch them up, cut your
Perfect.
flowers.
Wow, amazing. So nice. So you're going to get all 6 of those, and then you are going to get the 7th one also that we can see, of course.
Which
just
one was I
there.
missing? Oh,
Golden Frontage?
Golden Franchise, yeah, that's the one I'm missing. Sorry, guys, I picked up 2 gilded golds, but Golden Franchise is just
the one
as
that will be coming
beautiful.
to you. And you can see a massive, massive saving on those. So if you do want to go for them, you can get all 7 of them today at £35. Bless me. They should have been £90.99 instead. So you are looking at about £55 off of that price for you to be able to get it. And that is a today deal, taking them down to £5 a pad, or like 23p, I think it was a sheet or something.
And if you have your box and envelope board that you all got for me on my second show that Trudy mentioned earlier, these are the perfect size to create the 2-inch, excuse me, 2-inch deep mini boxes without waste.
Amazing.
So, you know, get them on your box boards if you've got those.
So do come through for those, of course, while they're here. Bit of stock left. They sold incredibly well on the last show, but there is a little bit left, so we have brought them back to give you that chance while we can. I'm excited to see through this as well, because obviously we grabbed this kind of in the break, and some of the images that I saw, just outstanding.
Well, we love art at Stamp Time.
Yeah.
I'm very art driven. I like to look at. Like most girls like to go shopping. I'm very boring. I'm like, take me to an art gallery.
Yes,
so I can have a
lovely,
peruse.
isn't it?
Yeah. So this one's 12 by 12, 12 designs, 24 pages, 200 GSM, and this is the one that Helen had on. So of course the fussy cutting element of them, but then it just comes into its own with the abstracty backgrounds and things like that. So again, on your box board, these make the most beautiful 4x4 boxes which fit perfume, candles, bath bombs as well. I mean, talk about giving somebody a gift in something that's just
imagine.
not the norm. Frame, if you do a box frame and then put some sparkles in the bottom for an anniversary with a sentiment, absolutely covered. It's good quality, guys. You can smell the ink as well.
Oh, I love that
So
one.
if you're a scrapbooker, family photo, some embellishments.
Yes, definitely.
Absolutely build.
Yeah. And pansies, I think, again, they're the ones you put in your hanging baskets are the ones that last.
Yeah, the ones that die in a week. Yeah, that's mine. Yeah, they look at me as if to say,
They're like, no,
we're not working for you, my love.
They're meant to last all summer, aren't they?
And then up pops a dandelion in between. You're like, are you for real?
No,
Where
don't
have you
want them
come
so much.
Yeah,
Better to have the paper pad.
Everybody else has gorgeous ones. For me, no. Yeah, so you get the pieces
frame
of
that
art.
if you wanted to, absolutely.
How are you going to use... Listen, it's not to go in a drawer for you to stroke, touch and smell, though, guys. You need to use them.
We've got multiples of each one as well.
Yeah, and then you've got your breaker ones, which are clean and simple in design. Then more artistic ones as well. So, just so simply stunning. And pansy, you don't really see them in paper form.
No.
And I'm always on the hunt for different. I always try and do different.
Yeah,
and,
definitely.
here we go, some more here. If you tilt, look how different that looks like. The right, and then if you turn it this way, how different does it look there as
I
well?
know.
So I'll keep that one, and then you get your sort of like mini ones, and then at the back, which I feel is where it sort of like comes into its own, is your little pieces for your cards.
Wow, that's nice.
Which you can cut out, which what I've done with these quite often is the flowers, these ones here, I've fussy cut these, put some pads behind and built up the sort of like corner curve even further to elevate, added a little bit of ink around the edges and then put them on a card, and they're just so vintagely beautiful, if there is such a thing. But so you get those, and then obviously you get all of the rest of the prints, but it all coincides with each other. It all works beautifully. They've all got that tone of blue, yellow and purple, so it's absolutely gonna work.
And again, another discount as well, so down to £12.99 today on that. So we should be looking at £19.99 for those 24 sheets that we've got there, but not today, so you can get all of it for £12.99 in your 12 by 12s, of course, and it's 200 GSM, so when you get to feel it, it really is that kind of top-notch cardstock that we can see as well. Should we come back really quickly to your Seek the Adventure, because this is something that you brought. It sold out super quick within a few minutes. You've re-brought it to us. You've kind of had it reprinted. 60% of that stock has now gone. Now, it won't...
Surprised.
Yeah, there is no more.
There
so we've got
no more. It's
everything
probably
that we
going to
have.
sell out, isn't it, before the end of today?
I would have thought
which
so.
I'm delighted about, so thank you so much.
It is lovely. Discount on that as well, so matching that launch price down at £39.99. You can see it's a big bundle, and we'll just have a look at it in depth as well.
So this one is for the guys, but equally for the girls as well. So it tick for everything. So basically you get a paper pack, you get vellums, you get painted mounts, you get stamps, and you get stencils. So let's show you them in their entirety. So the paper pack is 7 by 7, 8 papers and 4 vellum designs, total 24 sheets. So if you are that kind of crafter that goes, I don't know what to do for the guys, well, I've got you covered here.
Yeah, definitely.
So you get some painted like mini mounts, circles, bookmark effects there. Then you get your pattern papers, which are very sort of like whimsical, sort of storytelling as well, which is cool. You get the integrated artwork with the check into the seamless trees and the wolf there. And then you get your fountains and things like that. So very storytelling, and this is Stamps by Me in a nutshell, basically, this collection. So you get all of the papers. You also then get the vellums, which wrap around your artwork incredibly well. So if I just grab one of them here and grab the back of this card here, you can see the transparency. It's just so incredibly beautiful. So a lot of you I know say I never use them, I just look at them, which is a nightmare really, but you need to use them, guys. Okay? So you can see on the page, off the page, and like this lady mentioned earlier, you can put underneath black mirror card, anything, anything like that. I'm sorry, I forgot your name for a moment there, Sharon, but I know it now. So you get your lovely vellums, moodies, so there's tree scene setters as well, so
look at that.
Off the page and then just absolutely incredible. So you get your vellum and your papers. You also then get your incredible painted mounts, which are a 300 GSM postcard. So you could, if you have a postcard stamp, stamp the postcard on the back. They're super thick. These are your fast lane card making, so they just need a sentiment, or you could do the wolf like I did in the last demo in the last show. But these are like show focused cards, so the artwork is the artwork. Literally can make such fast cards. I mean, great for guys' cards.
Amazing, aren't they?
So you have the lovely wildlife animals, the looking up into the sky there, and then the integrated artwork as well. So you get all of your painted mounts.
Lovely.
You then get a stamp, which is like a scene setter, which is in like a diamond and a circular formation, and then the long simple typeface fonts, which are readable as well, which is brilliant. Love this one because it's great for Christmas. And then you'll get the grotty. I'm only joking, you won't get a grotty one like mine. You'll get a lovely stencil 6 by 6 with the hawk or the kestrel, and then the lovely wolf, and you can obviously do inner and outer as well. So you'll get your stamp, your stencils, your papers, your vellums, and your mounts for that incredible price. And we've got some lovely samples.
We have. If I just show you some of the samples, because you can really see then what you can do with this, how you can work to bigger to smaller sizes, you know, taking just a few elements, or, you know, using quite a lot of them together as well. And I just think, like you said, all year round for males, for, you know, it could be retirement, it could be for going on adventures, it could be starting uni, it could be birthdays. There's absolutely everything everything that you would be able to cover with this as well. So approaching 3/4 of that stock now having been allocated. So if you do want to get it, remember everything that can be has been added back into this show. So once it's gone, we can't add any more. So do be really, really quick in getting this back at that launch price of $39.99. And again, making and selling if you wanted to with these. I just think they're so different. So it's going to just draw everybody to your stand.
Yeah, and you can mix them with everything you already have, guys. Like, that's a window there. Your shaped dies, what we spoke about in the earlier show. If you like to fussy cut, you've got the option to fussy cut. I like this collection because if you're a stamper, it's got you covered. If you're a stenciler, it's got you covered. If you like paper and fussy cut, and it's also incorporated into this bundle, and that is the vellum wrapped around the lovely paper as well. And it just creates depth and dimension on your cards. A little bit of a storytelling system.
100%.
It's just lovely.
Yeah. So that is there while it lasts.
Thanks.
So do, of course, take advantage of that. Should we have a look at the duck? And
shall we do the duck? Let's do the little duck before we run out of time. So I'm going to do it on the watercolour card because he's worth it. Everybody says I only get this out when it's for somebody who's worth it.
Oh, really? Because it's fancy.
I'm like, really? They're like, yeah. Only special people get the Carter.
If you do want that special Carter cardstock, remember it's down to £9.99 today as well. So it's your special watercolour cardstock, but at a really good price today as well.
Yeah, so I'm going to do, let's do him plomping in the puddle like on the packet here. So I'm going to take, so you can see from the stamp set here, guys, we've got solid. They all actually look quite solid on this one, but if you look at the detail, I can see that the yellow portion is more of the full portion on there as well. And the great thing about this one, we need to give him a name really, but the great thing about this one is if you don't line it up, honestly, it is not the end of the world. So let's pop him down here and let's just get our outline detail ready.
I'm torn, like, is he Freddie or is he like Bernard? You know, something like really, he's something completely out there. Yeah, Bernie, it could be. Yeah, he's just lovely.
Oh, we love a little cutie, don't we? Absolutely. You never fail with a cutie. Right, let me just trim this card down because it's a little bit big and he's going to get lost on there. Yeah. So let's just trim this down. So the cardstock is A5, so you can get 2 little A6s, of course. So don't waste it. Yeah. So let's put him in the centre of the card here. Okay. So this is where he has to be yellow. He's got his little feet in there as well. So I'm just going to do him all yellow. Okay. And then I'll add the detail in brown. And if the brown doesn't stand proud, we'll add a bit of black and make his feet and that a little bit darker. Okay. So let's go with him. So I like a little chick that maybe is all yellow. So let's do him all yellow. Yeah. And shall we add a little bit of brown as well? Because they're not clean, bright yellows, are they? So we need to make it look real, guys. So I've got a little bit of a brown here. So let's put a bit of brown around his tummy, maybe. A bit on top of his little mohawk. A bit on his little wings there. Just to... You could add a bit of orange, but... So let's spray him with a bit of water.
Yes, lovely.
Not too much, or else you're going to end up with a puddle. And when you push him down, you can see there's his little feet, his little wings. And when you lift, because it's watercolour card, you will get the puddle, which will make it look real. And it looks like a bit of a ghost at the minute, doesn't it? But let's dry him off.
There you go, move that across.
So, I couldn't paint that shape. No. I'm not that good. His head would be bigger than his feet, or his feet would be bigger than his head. So, having the stamp...
And you can see kind of the feathers as well, you know, as you sort of look at
the detail. Which I'm just going to mop this up a bit, guys. Just help me out a bit. And then you can take the second part and do him in brown or black. Okay. You can see that I've got like a big brown splodge here. That's watercolouring. Yes, don't be shy of it. Don't be shy of it, because some of the best results come from just letting it be. Yeah. So let's just clean our little stamp off here. Okay. Bernie.
Little Bernie.
Little Bernie.
Bernie our duck.
And then we're going to pop him on. That's still a bit wet. Just a second, guys. Let me just... It won't stamp if it's wet underneath. You really need to just have a few moments. Don't rush. And then we'll go, on the pack he's got little brown and black, so we'll go brown first. If it's not dark enough, we'll add a bit of black. Okay. Yeah. And then we'll paint a puddle, make it look like he's splashing around in the puddle. So then, as you can see, it's like, oh, okay, I'm not sure exactly, but because it doesn't have to be perfect, it's okay. don't put yourself under pressure. I think that looks about right.
Yeah, I do.
So let's go with that.
Okay.
Clean my door. And let's stamp it in brown first.
Okay. Yeah, it's really quick.
So stamp him in brown first. Now you can spray this one as well if you want to. I think, yeah, let's have a spray. What's the worst that could happen? And then we might add a bit of black, we'll see.
Okay, yeah.
And then stamp him down. It's too light. You can see straight away that's not going to give me any definition at all. Okay. But I'm going to go with it because I want you to see the process, because this is what you will do at home.
And then decide you want something darker.
So it's coming together, but it's still not quite there, look. So let's just clean him off.
Okay.
Oh, he's so cute. Right, let's just now add some black to his feet.
Okay.
So black ink pad, but you can literally go on black if you want. Don't want him to be like too black though, because they're never black ever. But for purpose of camera, so you can all see what he's going to look like. Now you can see.
Yeah, you can see it properly, can't you?
And because we did that little brown underneath there, that is going to give him texture in his feathers as well anyway. So.
Oh, look.
Look how cute he is. Now then, if you take a little bit of a little blue ink pad, or and if we just spray with a bit of water,
okay,
and then if you want to add a limb,
really good. There he is,
like he's hopping around, and some little splats.
So cool.
Nobody would. I mean, birds are notoriously hard to paint and to sketch.
Oh my gosh, absolutely.
So to have the system where, and then we have. Let's go with a lovely sentiment, a little note. We'll go with that one. So it doesn't put us in a box.
Yeah.
We'll go with a little note, because that could mean anything. We'll do that off to the side.
Okay. And pop that on. Brilliant. There we go. I'll pop that on there. Super. Yeah, that's fantastic.
Like so, and then you have.
Love it.
And then just another little technique before we do disappear. I'm just going to put some water on my Eureka door here. Because we're working on watercolour card.
Okay.
This is the cool thing. This is why sometimes it is worth investing in the good stuff, should we say.
Yeah.
So I have the water here, but can you see how his belly's got that splodge?
Yeah.
You know, it's all right, but I'm not a fan of it.
Okay.
So I've got some water here. Because I'm on watercolour card, I can blend it out, look. Whereas if it was cardstock with chalk content, it would have drank it and there was just no way I could absolutely move it around. But because I'm working on the Carter and it's got the cotton content, it's enabling me to just blend it out, or add a bit more brown and make his belly a little bit more prominent. Whilst it's wet, just drop the water in.
Yeah. I see.
So anything, just play around with it, guys. So the structure is there with the stamp. It's down to you if you absolutely want to just have some fun with it.
You could alter it like that. Over half the stock, I think we're approaching 60% of the stock now on this one having been allocated. This is your Spring Blossom, where you've got those different images, of course, of your gorgeous little chick, like this one that we can see. And it is today, of course, should be £18.99. We are instead down to £12.99 on that one. So 30% off for you to be able to get this. Can we just run back through each of them, just showing the packaging, if that's all right? Yeah, that would be fantastic. Lovely. So that's the first one. That's the one that we've just got the details up there, that we've just seen that lovely sample with as well. This is the first one that we did gorgeous. The first one that we did the demonstration with. So you can see that one is there, which is your Celebrate. And just look at what you get to obviously create with this as well. Again, over half the stock of Celebrate has gone. And you've got your thank yous, you are so wonderful, let's celebrate, best wishes, so many things. With
and the sentiments are all different in all of them, guys. So you'll not get any crossovers. And if there are any similarities in the sentiments, the font will be different. We always ensure you don't get doubles.
Lovely. This one again, beautiful, the little things. You can imagine creating those, couldn't you, the artwork that you've got. 70% of this one has gone. And again, you've got those two different images that you're creating, and then all of those lovely sentiments. This is the one where we saw, of course, the big sentiment. So bloom where you are planted. But of course, it's lovely. It comes with all of those bluebells as well, lots of other sentiments also. And then this is your chance to grow, which again we saw demoed with this as well, where you've got those beautiful different looks of the flowers and then lots of sentiments with that one as well.
And if you do this particular one, Chance to Grow, in the embossing pads, I did have them out, guys, in a white, a white or a gold in either one of these. With this particular one, it looks exquisite. It looks like a hot foiled card that you would buy in store. So change out the second layer for maybe a grayscale or a wow powder or something like that. You're going to get a whole new look.
Definitely. So do not miss out on that. Every single one of those today, £12.99 for you to be able to get it. I also don't want you to forget about Seek the Extraordinary, that amazing collection that has come. As I say, around 3/4 of the stock has now been allocated on this. It came in almost 2 months ago. It's sold out within a matter of minutes. It is back today, and we had a lot of stock. We now don't have much stock left. But if you want to get it still at that launch price of £39.99, it is available for you. And that is your stencils, your mask that's coming with this. The fact that you get that incredible stamp set, you're getting those postcards. You're also, of course, getting that paper pad, which comes with the papers. It comes with the vellum as well. So it's a big, big collection. Very inspiring as well for £39.99.
And just to quickly touch on what we did earlier in the earlier show, just in case you've tuned in late, okay, we have one of the painted mounts. We have the stencil of the wolf. I did it. The interior, then I went round with the white ink, and then I put the exterior on and went inside with black, just to make him pop. I then tore the trees from the top of this vellum sheet here, just to create a little bit of interest, wrapped it around like so, and then in the stamp set you get all of these singular base lined sentiments, which they're like that for a reason, because I knew with the vellum you would all be doing this. So all of these sentiments will go straight along here, creating a sentiment on the vellum wrap, and then the vellum wrap would go onto your backing card like so. We added a little bit of sparkle to the trees, so don't be fearful of a little bit of sparkle, but just to show you it on the top of this card here, how beautiful it quickly comes together.
And also with how much you're actually getting in it, you've only used a tiny element to be able to create that, so it's going to really stretch for you to be able to use that. So if you do want it, as I say, just ensure that you are taking advantage of that as well. Don't forget, of course, that we did also kick off the show at 1 o'clock with the brand new embossing folders with the stamp duos. We'll come first back to the apples and pears, so you can see that you get those incredible images, you get all of those fabulous sentiments. You then get 2 of your embossing folders to work together, to work separately, and look back, of course, at the demonstrations we did in the earlier show, as well as all that inspiration through the QR code, and down to £29.99 today.
And you need to check out the samples from my design team with those, because they are show-stopping samples. So if you're not in our Eureka fan page, all of the product that we bring to you here, all of the product is linked in there, and we have album upon album with all of the product. So again, you can scan the QR code, but you have that inspirational content, and then we have our wonderful head design team, Karen, who does step-by-step photographs. For those of you that might not, that might feel a little bit overwhelmed by a finished sample, she breaks it all down for you. So the content, really, the content is what we're paying for, really, because it's in abundance.
Yeah, which is absolutely incredible, isn't it, to see that? Let's bring the second set as well, which is the strawberries and the raspberries. Works in exactly the same way. You'll be able to find all of that inspiration, of course, online, and that is where you, again, get that gorgeous stamp set, but you also get the embossing folders to go with this as well. Have a look back on the website, because, of course, the cardstock's also been very popular. Remember that we have just brought back for you that incredible deal. 7 paper pads that you are getting for an unbelievable price, £35, should be £90.99. They are all coming to you today. It makes it a £5 a pad for you to be able to get, which is phenomenal. And we brought the Pansy, the large 12x12s back for you as well, which is another one that has been very popular. So again, have a look back for that also. Thank you so much. It's been
Thanks
super.
for a great show.
Yeah, it's been lovely meeting
thoroughly
you.
enjoyed them.
Yes, we look forward to bringing you back next. Is it a few weeks?
May.
Okie dokes. Yeah, I mean, it's not
I need
far,
a
is it? Yeah. Well, that would be lovely. Do look out on social medias for everything, of course, that Toni will be bringing, and I'll be back in a moment. We have got another fabulous show. Claire is back with us, and we've got lots of brand new bits. We've also got returning favourites at brilliant prices. We'll see you in a second with that.